So a little known fact about me and the way that I edit is that I edit everything in Final Cut Pro. And something that kind of plagued me, especially with this project right here with so many chapters, is that I didn't know how to really easily export this. If you wanted to upload this to YouTube, there's not a really easy way to export these chapter markers into a file that looks like this. So I'm going to show you what I do. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to download Command Post. Honestly, I don't really know the full extent of what this has because it adds hundreds of features. It adds a bunch. The biggest thing that we're going to use this for is the timeline index feature. Command Post adds the ability to save the timeline index, which is these chapters, to a CSV file. What you want to do is you want to go to the download page and download it. I would just download it via this link and then follow the installation instructions, which they link here. It's quite long, but it doesn't take more than a few minutes. There's just a bunch of system preferences you have to actually set up. If I recall correctly, Command Post is open source. The likelihood of it having a virus is low. The second thing that we're going to need is Python. I would just download the most recent one. The script that I wrote is in Python 3. So as long as you have a Python 3 version, it's only using standard input. So any Python 3 version is going to work. And then the last thing is this script, which I'm going to link in the description. I'm actually going to link all of these, the download, the install for Command Post, the download for Python, and the download for this script. This is just a script that I wrote, which converts that CSV file when you export timeline to a CSV, converts that into a text file that looks like this. Once you have all of that downloaded, all you have to do is make sure that Final Cut Pro and Command Post is running. So let's actually load up Command Post. You'll get this icon on your taskbar, which has this save timeline index to CSV. If you don't know, the way that you add a marker in a timeline is you just hit M, and if you want to make sure it's a chapter marker, you click this and you say, this is a chapter marker. I don't want that, so I'm actually going to right click on it and delete it. And then what we're going to do is just save this timeline index to a CSV. I'm going to put this just on my desktop. Choose, and I'm going to go to the desktop. So these are the files on my desktop. You can see that we have our timeline index, and I also have the whole repository downloaded for the Final Cut Pro tools. We're going to run a Python 3 script, which is going to be in that. We're going to run the chapter maker script, which is in the tools, and we're going to input. So this is how you do standard input. You just do a left caret, and then you say the file that you want to push in, which for us is going to be timeline index. And then we want to get out. This is how you do standard out. This is a right caret. We're just going to say chapters.txt. The script runs, and now if we show chapters.txt, you can see that we actually have this file to go to our chapters text and show that it's right here. And this is something that you could just simply copy paste and put into a YouTube description. I just figured that I would show you how to do that. It's really not too hard. This is something that I spent a while trying to make simpler, especially for something with this many chapters. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to help. Okay, bye.